don't know why I sounded like a fucking monster truck announcer.
Let's get Warrior in here.
You having trouble?
Can't start the show until Warrior is set.
Positioned properly.
Nice.
He's at gorilla position.
That's good.
That's what we're going to refer to that as from now on. That's
Gorilla position. Kicking off the show in 5, 4, 3, 2.
You don't say that.
You
Watch me.
Welcome to the Smart Marks Podcast.
Hey.
Your weekly look into all things professional wrestling. No matter what happens in the square, circle, and Aztec temple, or a six-sided here to lay the smackdown on your ear holes are your hosts, the Smart Marks,
The voice.
Salgado, and Jeremy.
Well, Marks, apparently this is the last Smart Marks podcast because Matt and I are going to divorce over Wayne's World.
Wayne's World.
Matt doesn't like Wayne's World. I told him he could go fuck himself, but
I'm sad. I actually missed all that banter at the very beginning
I know.
because I pressed the button too late.
You pressed the button.
I pressed the button on the computer. If that matters. Hey guys,
Hey,
it's
guys.
83 JVader82 sitting across from me. You can find him on Twitter at JVader82.
That is me.
That is Jeremy. How have you been, good sir?
I'm not bad. And you?
I'm doing pretty good. We both experienced pretty long days. It is hot.
Understatement of the
My
year?
nipples are sweating. Is that even possible?
That is probably possible. So it's so fucking hot. Like I'm at work
Well,
and
you know-
it's 72 degrees inside the building.
One, it doesn't help that you work like next door to a bakery
Yeah, no shit.
because like the oven's probably just
Right.
add.
But it's
And
like
then the delicious smell of pastries all day.
it's like 3 o'clock
I
in
would
the
be
afternoon.
300 pounds if I worked there.
Why do you think I'm 270 pounds? Yeah. That and they got amazing
Well, they got
sandwiches.
sandwiches.
It's funny because
Let's just turn this into
there's this bakery next
the
door.
podcast of pastries, Pastry Pod.
Right.
No, like so. I'm not
there's-
gonna name drop it, but yeah, they make sandwiches.
Yeah, there's a bakery with a deli next
Yes.
door, and then there's Pizza Hut, Taco Bell, and an awesome little sandwich custard shop. And then across the
we're talking
street,
about
healthy-
Classics. I
across the
wouldn't jump
street,
them.
healthy
Yeah.
meals. Like it's like they're just taunting me. They're like, "You're on the side of the street with all the fat stuff, buddy."
Yeah, you know, the funny thing about that is, like, you know, the healthy meal place actually is pretty good, but when
Mm-hmm.
you can consider, like, ooh, I can get that, and this isn't, like, sponsored by pizza at all, that'd be pretty cool if you were, but, like, you know, the whole 555 box, you
Yeah.
know, it's like, yeah, give me some of that.
So at healthy food's like $15 for me to get this, but I can get this for $15.
For
I can
$15,
feed myself
I
for
can
3 days
get
on pizza or 3 hours.
3 days worth of pizza.
3 hours, depending on the mood. No, but anyways, back to how hot it is. It's like 3 o'clock in the afternoon at work. I've got the AC down to like 72. I walk kind of close to the windows at the front, and I'm sweating while I'm talking to a customer just because I'm near the windows
Well,
where
you
the sun's
sweat
coming in.
anyways, so I could
I'm
get on
fat.
this.
It happens.
I gotta make a sale.
That's gotta happen, guys. No, but it's just...
Buy a phone.
Nah, it was a troubleshoot customer.
No,
Suck.
I just giving you a hard time.
Did you get any wrestling watch this week? Because I got a shit
did.
ton of wrestling
I got a
watch
whole
this
lot.
week.
Oh, my wife just asked me what channel is NBC on the phone or on the TV.
Oh,
Thanks,
yeah?
Thanks for texting me while the show's on.
I
Asking
didn't
me
get
what
any
channel
text.
is on. I'll do a brief rundown of what I watched.
Of what channels?
Everything
You
I
have?
watched. Yeah, we don't have very many channels. Got Raw watched, obviously.
I got Raw watched.
I'm gonna do it in the order that I watched it
you
in.
do it.
I got Raw watched, TNA watched, NXT watched, Ring of Honor watched,
Oh,
and
yes.
Lucha Underground.
That's where I failed was Ring of Honor. I did not get
Really
Ring
good
of Honor
episode of Ring of Honor this week. It was a special Women of
watched. Lead
Honor.
with it. Break it down.
Women of Honor edition. All women's matches. The first
Yep.
time I believe.
I saw highlights.
This has gone on. So we had Allison KK Sienna. You know her as Sienna in TNA.
Yep.
She was part of a six-woman tag team match with Amber Gallows, Veda Scott, and Crazy Mary Dobson, and two other girls that I missed the names on, but I'm not too familiar with them. So sorry if you guys do know them. My bad. ODB versus Faye, really good match. And Mandy Leon versus Hanai the Huntress, really good match.
Awesome.
And main event was Taylor Hendricks versus Kelly Klein. Solid booking. We are not sponsored by this app at all either, but the Fight app is now carrying Ring of Honor.
Oh,
Puts it up
nice.
streaming when it shows on syndication.
Nice.
So I no longer have to wait to the day of to Wednesday or even Thursday to watch Ring of Honor. The Thursday is like obviously when we record the shows.
Now, do they stream it? Like, if I'm not able to watch it live, can I go back and archive?
You can. It's archived for a month.
Awesome.
Yeah. So you have a
Even
month
better.
to watch the episode.
Awesome.
It's yeah. So
download
kudos
this
to
fucking app.
kudos to Fight App FITE.
Yep.
If you guys, there's plenty. Also on there, Championship Wrestling. If you guys are aware of the Wrestling Compadres, or now known as the Fox Sports Compadres, they have a podcast. Johnny LaQuasto, I believe, is one of the hosts on that show.
Yep.
He does a lot with Championship Wrestling. They bring in a lot of guys here and there, such as Colt Cabana. Boom, boom.
Boom, boom.
But so
Okay.
yeah, it's really cool. I mean, there's plenty of stuff to watch on there, and on top of that, you can order if you wanted to pay-per-views like Ring of Honor, Shine, even TNA. All of them are available on the
Can
app.
you get UFC pay-per-views or anything?
Not
like that?
UFC because UFC is on their own.
I'm sure they have Bellator or something.
Yeah,
like that.
so there's plenty of MMA. You can customize it to however you want it, whether you're like more into wrestling, more into MMA, even boxing, Muay Thai. It breaks it all the way down. Like, it's pretty cool. So right now I just have it on wrestling because that's all I want to see on my feed.
Yeah.
On there is wrestling because it's kind of hard once the navigation process isn't as smooth as it is because there's so much material on there. But especially MMA, like there's like an MMA federation, whatever, everywhere.
Yeah, exactly.
So there's more MMA things than anything. But so I just have it on wrestling, and that pops up, and there's so many things that pop. Like they have like AAA, even like smaller lucha libres, like I don't know, like wrestling in the backyard or something that somehow gets broadcasted on the internet.
Really?
It's cool. It's really neat stuff. So it's a cool app to check out. I've watched some really like small places, like companies I never even heard of, just to see what they have, and just to be like, man. I mean, I don't know.
It is downloading, sir.
I don't know if me and you talked about this, but there was a Zack Sabre Cedric Alexander match
Yep.
that was uploaded, and that's Finn in the background. If you guys can hear him going crazy, and
Did we
so
lock him in the closet?
I hope not.
I bet we did.
Did we?
Because we're looking at wrestling figures.
So yeah, oh, you probably did. And so where was I going with this?
I don't know, where are we going?
So I was watching that match online. I'll look at the camera since I'm talking to somebody, not obviously you. And there you are, you're back. And it was like in this really small armory. It couldn't be more than like 100 people there. And I was just thinking, if this armory got Zack Sabre and Cedric Alexander as a match,
Right.
in the city that we live in, maybe even close by, why can't we get a Caliber type match like that and be able to put it on for that many people and put it on the Fight app on the Fight? And I'm gonna send it over to Destiny Wrestling Organization and see if they're gonna be open to putting,
Using the
because I
Fight
think that'd
app.
be cool to put it on the Fight app. People
Absolutely.
that want to watch it and can see it on demand, that'd be awesome. I think it's a great tool for smaller companies to use
hell
and
yes.
get their name out there, get their product out there. So a lot of wrestling going on. Women of Honor, really good. NXT watch, Lucha Underground watched.
The NXT was pretty good. It was this wasn't a recap-ish, but it was kind of lead-in. Like, we're not at the meat and potatoes of storylines that are going on yet. We're kind of leading towards them. But we've got good action. Like, we got the return of the Hype Bros.
Yeah, that was fun.
That was fun.
That was a really good
Against
match.
Tommaso Ciampa and Johnny Gargano.
That was
Holy
a
crap.
really good match.
And we're really in story building right now with NXT, and it's not bad.
It's because it's like
It's interesting.
We're in this reset mode where we're kind of waiting. Like NXT is like in this weird. How do we book things? That's what we're giving you Finn and Nakamura in 2 weeks.
Yeah,
in 2 weeks
especially with the draft coming in about 2.5, 3 weeks. We're at a position where NXT is kind of just in purgatory.
Yeah.
Like, it's just, we don't know what's happening. They're in a stasis right now. We've got to get stuff done. And what storylines we want to close out now, we got to close them out now because we're probably going to lose a few of these guys.
Yeah.
More than
I think I'd like,
probably.
Samoa Joe's probably going to stick around for a little bit longer.
Yeah, he's got a belt. We probably won't see him. We may not even see him get drafted.
Yeah, I don't think he's going to get drafted. I feel as far as main stars go in NXT, we're probably going to lose like 5 guys. 6 guys.
I feel like Samoa Joe's character and the type of guy he is, his impact showing up to the main roster is more suited for a surprise beatdown run-in kind of situation than it is for
I can see him
a draft.
coming in and doing something with Finn Balor, even.
Yeah, we get Finn Balor on the main roster and then we bring him up.
Yeah.
Or
Like,
even, I could see him working with anybody. Imagine if AJ gets a belt somehow and then we get him against AJ, him against Rollins. We could have him come in and stake his claim for Rollins after SummerSlam or something.
Maybe, I mean, it's...
There's some good... God, man.
Yeah, I mean, it'll be July when this podcast hits, and like it'll be 16 days before the draft happens. Even less, I think. But the 19th, right? July 19th? Yeah, it's after my wife's birthday, so I should know that. So, yeah, I mean, it's a cool time a confusing time, like you said. As an NXT fan, like, you kind of don't know how much to invest into said product. But
stay tuned. That's it.
It'll be interesting, and it'll be cool to see what happens after the fact. After the draft, and see who's left. I mean, I'm looking forward to seeing on that draft screen Alexa Bliss and Bayley pop up as far as the women get drafted out. They have to be.
Even Nia Jax.
They're pushing.
I think that would be great.
They're pushing hard. Like I felt a real good push for Alexa Bliss on this week's episode.
Yeah, I did too.
And I feel like
we're getting an Alexa Bliss and Bayley match.
If they're not putting her in the title picture, then they're obviously getting her ready for that main roster. And I loved everything.
Building stock.
And I've been such a big Alexa Bliss mark.
Yep. We talked about her last week.
Ever since she's pretty much debuted, I thought she's just a natural. Like we talk about some girls that go in there and it takes a while for them to learn. Alexa Bliss,
she picked up on it right away.
She picked up so fast for someone not growing up in the business, and not being an indie wrestler.
Right.
Being picked as a bodybuilder, and or whatever, kind of like Dana Brookish.
Yeah.
But she's just gone up and above so far, and she's shown that she can play, the cleanest baby face in the world,
or the dirtiest,
dirtiest heel in that division, in that women's division. She is, and I think it's awesome. She's obviously the biggest heel.
Yeah.
I mean, she does surpass Nia Jax in my book as far as heel status in NXT. So. I don't even think she's really gotten a proper title shot as her new, under the newer gimmick of her being, I did air quotes for those listening. I don't think she's gotten a proper title shot. Maybe she does, but, if that does set her up for Asuka versus Alexa Bliss, and that's,
And that's what we get instead.
I'd be happy with that, and then, let her go to the main roster, because I think she can kick some ass.
Maybe give her that title as a way to get Asuka up to the main roster.
Even so, I think that's the way things are going to happen.
And then we bring Bliss in soon.
Yeah. It's pretty cool. And then I was just imagining, too, like, when Bayley finally does debut, like, that place is going to go crazy.
Oh, yes.
I bet when she gets drafted, and she's probably not even there.
Like, you imagine a Bayley WrestleMania entrance with hundreds of
can you imagine all the
wacky waving inflatable arm flailing tube men?
They're going to have to buy every one of them in the country.
Yeah.
Because that'd be cool.
They're going to have to buy out Al Harrington's Emporium.
What is it going to be at the Citrus Stadium or whatever?
Yeah.
I don't know where it's at this year.
It's going to be insane.
Or next year in Orlando. Which is cool. When you think about it, like, that's a good way, if you think about it,
to bring some of these NXT people.
Bring some NXT people, get them ready for WrestleMania. And then it's WrestleMania in Orlando, where they got their career started.
Yeah, it's really cool.
What better way to kick it that
so
for them?
The rumor is, I mean, we've all kind of assumed it now, knowing that we're going to split brands, that we're probably going to get another title.
Not a brand split, brand extension.
But anyways, we all assume...
Man so pointed out.
Oh, they've been pointing that out. They've been hammering that home. But we all assume we're going to get another title brought into the picture.
Yeah.
WWE is very, very, very meticulous on how they refer to their champions.
Yeah.
So we've always had, for the longest time, the WWE World Heavyweight Champion. This week on Raw, Ambrose was referred to as the WWE Champion. On their website, he has been changed to the WWE Champion. So it looks like we're getting a World Heavyweight Champion back for SmackDown. And there's even rumors that we're going to get a split on the Women's Championship, too.
Okay.
I think the only problem I have with the Women's Championship is that division the pool of talent right now is so small. Unless we really, really, really raid NXT, then yes, that would work.
I mean, you could do so. I mean, you could bring up Bliss, you can bring up Asuka, you could bring up Carmella, you could bring up
Gianna Peraza. Like, there's so many people. Like, yes, they're still young.
Yeah.
But you could give them a chance.
Peyton Royce, she's down there.
Yeah, Peyton Royce.
There's another girl. Oh crap, she's also from Australia. She's down there. I think they could definitely take over the.
There's so many women in NXT that could build this division.
And there's so many. Yeah, there's so much great young talent just in general down there in NXT just to take over. Like.
Yep.
I mean, Austin Aries is gonna be on the main roster in 2.5 weeks. I think that's pretty awesome.
That is. God, man. Hell of a thought, isn't it?
Do you think Bobby Roode's gonna I don't think he's going to be like.
I don't think he's going to touch NXT.
Yeah.
Other than the few appearances that he had.
Yeah.
That's why they're holding him off. He's going to get just straight drafted to Raw.
Yeah.
That's going to be amazing. Like, that is really cool.
It's going to be like, oh, we didn't even know he was in the draft pool.
Yep.
Yeah.
Michael Cole's his voice is going to crack. And it's
and then he's going to call the Dirty Deeds the pedigree one more time.
Probably. It's going to happen.
Pedigree!
I tried to get blocked by him. Did you see that?
You're trying to get your personal account blocked?
Yeah.
Oh.
I was sending him tweets. There's a picture of a pedigree and a Dirty Deeds that said, know the difference, Michael Cole. So speaking of Twitter and tweets, I reached out and never got anything back. But Fox Sports found the daughter of the woman who was holding the Ashley Lynn lied sign.
And we all thought it would be funny, but it was really sad.
Yeah, it was pretty goddamn sad.
Pretty depressing.
Did you get any tweets as to why Ashley Lynn lied?
I got one.
I know there was one.
There was one.
I got a couple sent to me. One of them was Ashley Lynn lied to Roman Reigns about his piss test. Ashley Lynn lied to CM Punk about... God, I can't even remember what that one was.
I had it, and then the whole... Here we go. We got it.
The one that
kind of blew up a little bit.
One that got sent to me was... Ashley Lynn lied to Cody Rhodes about his push. Ashley Lynn lied to Stardust about switching back to Cody Rhodes.
Shout out to DF or Dingo. You can follow him at DFERDINGO on Twitter. He tweeted us and said, she lied by saying she was a post-op tranny, but she was actually still pre-op. That's a pretty big lie.
That's a major lie. So I guess the story is the woman that held up the sign is going through a bit of a family feud and had a niece that, and this is all on Fox Sports. They reached out to her and her daughter posted this whole story. Her niece had some drug use issues and was living with them and ended up telling some lies about other members of the family and the woman at Raw and split their family apart. So they've got these two factions of the family waging war against each other. And apparently the woman thought, I have these kick-ass tickets at Raw. I'm on hard camera. What a better time to put a PSA out to my family, who all of which are watching Raw, than now. So let's put this out. And apparently WWE confiscated the sign. Are you surprised? They got more attention than their show did.
Well, it's because Dunn gets a little butthurt about everything.
Yep. So we talked about Ring of Honor and Women of Honor. Did we ever find out for sure if we had a Ring of Honor female competitor or superstar in our little hometown?
Oh, so Veda Scott tweeted out a picture, actually a couple pictures. She puts it up on Instagram. Saying that she was in the current hometown, Roswell, New Mexico, hometown of the Smart Marks podcast. Says so in the water tower when you drive on in. And I may or may not have done it myself.
There's two luchador masks up there.
We should put that sign over there. That'd be great.
Yeah, and who would see it? We need to blow it up big time.
You'd be surprised what you can see from the side of the road. Anyways, so come to find out, it was from a year ago when she had posted all that stuff. And she was reminiscing on the fact that she came to Roswell, visited. I remember seeing her on Twitter, like on Instagram, like hours later, and like, oh my god, you were here in Roswell. I even tweeted her back then a year ago. And she was reminiscing, saying the fact that she decided on the spur of the moment just to take a trip to New Mexico in general, not just Roswell.
Yeah.
And that trip changed her life for the better. And I was kind of bummed that she wasn't here. But.
So speaking of that, did we ever mention the fact that Shawn Michaels was here about a month ago?
I think we did. I can't
remember if we did or not.
We mentioned that you went like on a little bit of a manhunt and tried to find Shawn Michaels.
It didn't happen, but
yeah.
And I found all the places that he was at, just not when he was there. So I'm a pretty decent sleuth. I just got shitty timing.
You're just a little late.
Yeah.
I remember I told you, I was like, just go to Big D's. I'm sure he'll pop in there.
And that's where he was.
An hour earlier.
Local restaurant called Big D's.
An hour earlier. But, yeah, it was... I mean, I'm sure she'll pop back in sooner than later. But
how'd you like Raw this week?
I was okay on it. It wasn't the best. I ran a Twitter poll.
Yeah.
40% said yes, 0% said no, 60% said meh.
Yeah, it was kind of meh.
Yeah.
It was a little bit of a stopgap, and we're in one of those situations where we have a pay-per-view pretty far out.
It was.
So we've got a lot going on leading to it.
There was a lot of stop and go, stop and go, stop and go.
I did like the opening segment. I liked Seth Rollins,
Seth Rollins
going off
gold.
script with my air quotes and talking about Roman Reigns. I liked the idea, I kind of liked the idea. At first on paper, I liked the idea of AJ Styles and John Cena trying to get into this match. And then it fell short, so it's just all predictable now. Both those guys fell short, so we're going to end up with a normal triple threat. That's what's going to happen. We're not done. We're not going to pull the wool over our eyes. Roman's going to make it back. Which apparently, I read today, I don't know how much of this is true, but Roman was apparently ordered by the big man upstairs to apologize to the entire locker room for his failed drug test or whatever.
Remember that time Vince wrestled God?
I do.
Yeah, just throwing it out there.
Just throwing that out.
Said man upstairs.
Yeah, right? But Vince made him apologize to everybody. Which is kind of embarrassing,
Yeah, I mean, I can see the point.
Yeah, he's a big name guy. He's a major star right now. It'd be like if it happened to Cena almost.
He's the next. They're grooming him. They were grooming him to be the next Cena. They gave him the title. Obviously, things weren't going the best that they could have been, but still, Roman was being groomed to be the next big guy in WWE, and given the title, given all those opportunities that comes with being the champion, being in front of all the media.
Yep.
You're out there with the belt. You're the face of the company, and you failed the drug test. I mean, I kind of see Vince's point, saying like, it's obviously very different than that time Van Dam got suspended when he was champion.
Yeah.
I think that was the last time a champion got suspended during his title reign. Or in Van Dam, they did the same thing in Van Dam.
Or in the heat of a major push.
He dropped. He had the biggest push. It was like a push beyond Rob Van Dam's wildest dreams, even Paul Heyman's. And you give him, he beats Cena of all people. He beats Cena, and then he becomes, or he's christened the new ECW champion, and he's defending both belts on both shows back on the original brand splits.
Yeah.
And last about a month, and then him and Sabu get pulled over for getting high in the car.
Yeah.
So it's kind of like, look what you did. You had the world in the palm of your hands. You really did.
Yeah.
And you kind of blew it. Same with Roman. Granted, maybe he wouldn't have lost the title at Money in the Bank had that drug test came up positive. Or maybe it didn't come up positive at Money in the Bank, but it came up positive at Raw. And there's a lot of rumored people saying
they knew about it.
Yeah, that they knew about it before the show, but honestly, we don't have people here that work at WWE.
Well, I can understand. I mean, we've got a lot of people invested in Money in the Bank, and you find out right before Money in the Bank. Do you pull him and ruin it for every fan? Or do you make it timely?
I think you have to do.
it makes sense.
I think you have to do the same thing that you kind of do in Major League Sports, like where you can kind of not protest, but what's the word I'm looking for? People, if you're just joining us on YouTube, think of the word that I'm thinking of, where you can object. You can object to the drug test, and you can actually still
appeal.
You can appeal. And still perform and do what you want to do up until then. It's gonna be on YouTube, not. Oh, you're looking for the link, aren't you?
Yeah, I'm pulling it up right now.
Just go to the main page.
Don't tell me what to do.
Just go to the main page.
Don't tell me what to do.
Come on.
The hell is it?
The Smart Marks podcast. So yeah, I don't. Yeah, it's just a tough time for Roman Reigns to be around.
What are you laughing at?
I'm laughing at your inability to surf the internet.
It's not on there. I went to our main page. It's not on there.
Then he didn't tweet out the link.
Maybe I thought you were tweeting out the link.
No, that was all you. I was getting the show ready.
Oh, well, shit. I didn't tweet out the link. So, it's official. As we were recording this at a live event, NXT live event, Hideo Itami has made his in-ring return.
Was it at Winter Haven?
Yep.
Cool.
So there's a picture of him in his ring gear. He made an official in-ring against Samoa Joe. Oh, Samoa Joe's the one who put him out of action, isn't it?
No.
Supposedly? Wasn't that the storyline that Samoa Joe laid him out in the parking lot? Because it was right after Kevin Owens was. You're right.
I'm pretty sure the comment section's going off about that right now.
Yeah, people are telling me how stupid I am right now. That's what's happening. So, apparently now the story is that Roman is going to be brought back with a redemption storyline. How do you feel about that? That's how you feel about that?
That's how I feel about it. I found it. How did I find it before you? Because I'm awesome.
Because I'm retarded.
Can I join your credit union? Can I join your credit union? I don't know who you are, Weens. Please. Who are you, Weens? I'm gonna go to your channel. Weens, let's see who you are. I make garbage YouTube videos and have no more talent than anyone with the mic and something to record. I think we fit right. I think we fit together. I think we're right there with you.
Yeah, absolutely.
So we're doing a redemptive storyline.
It's gonna be like I said last week. Either whichever route you go, whether he was the bad boy or the redemption storyline, you got to lean into it heavy, and you got to put a lot behind it to get him out of this little lull that he's in. And if this is the route we're going, if we're going with that, then absolutely, let's push hard and heavy on it.
Hard and heavy. Those words are back.
I hope you enjoy that.
I do.
So, what about a little show called Lucha Underground?
What about it?
Did you enjoy it this week?
Yeah, it was really good.
Okay.
Yeah, I thought it was...
Is that all we're saying about it?
No. I have the match card pulled up here, and we get the final card updated for Ultima Lucha 2. And I think every time we say Ultima Lucha, we have to say it like that.
Ultima Lucha 2.
Ultima
Lucha
2. What days is the show on? Wednesdays.
Wednesdays, yeah.
That's too many syllables.
Yeah.
Mercules. That's yeah. It's Wednesday. It's Wednesday for you guys people that don't know what Wednesday is in Spanish. Mercules.
Mercules.
I don't have El Rey.
Neither do I.
But I know they have some it's pretty much like the new Spike.
Yeah.
Right? Like it's the new Spike.
Yeah, it's a show that's run by Robert Rodriguez, or a channel network that's run by Robert Rodriguez.
What was I looking for? Oh, I was looking for my.
You looking for your match card for it? So this week we ended up with Prince Puma face off against
Dragon Azteca.
But against Dragon Azteca. And how cool is it that Dragon Azteca's DDT is called the DDTJ for Tijuana?
It's pretty cool.
I thought that was really interesting.
It's really nice.
We got a hell of a match.
Not too shabby there, Lucha Underground.
Not too shabby. But Prince Puma comes out on top, so that leads in big time to us getting.
I had wrote on my
Prince
NXT
Puma.
notes.
Awesome.
I wrote on my NXT notes that a Hideo Itami return felt near.
Did you really?
I kid you not. It was like up on the top, like NXT Hideo return imminent.
Yeah, no, you're absolutely right.
I felt it, and I'm so happy that.
Well, it makes sense right now to have him there. Like he could stick around in NXT for just a little bit because we didn't really get a true NXT run from him.
Yeah.
So it would be great to have him on NXT for a while.
What do you think about this King Cuerno versus Mil Muertes death match?
Oh, I love it.
I mean, the first match, the match we just had was really good.
Yeah.
I thought so. I mean, they have great matches back and forth. Everybody does in Lucha Underground.
Yeah.
It's amazing the chemistry in Lucha Underground.
Between everybody.
That everybody just.
But I love every Mil Muertes match. Like everything has been so much fun. I love him coming out now.
There's so much at stake.
I love how he
every
evolves.
Mil Muertes shot or match.
Like his character evolves every time he comes back. So now he's got a little bit more on his mask. He's got some red on the mask now. Then he's got the red contacts. A little bit more to his costume as he comes out like his
God damn it.
Flies driving me nuts, isn't it?
Yeah. My Red Bull. You can't have it.
I didn't get him.
It's mine.
Anyways, but God, that's going to be a hell of a match. We also got Eva Lise versus Taya.
Taya announced
for the true title of the baddest bitch in the building.
What's Taya's claim? Like she's the not the baddest, but the
I don't know,
perfect woman. I don't
something
know.
like that. Whatever.
You know,
and we got a tournament.
One of them may lose, but we're all winners.
We're all winners. We got a tournament announced for the what did he call it? Unique opportunity.
Hold on.
How many times did he have to say?
Oh, he was great. No,
unique opportunity.
It was perfect. I loved what he was doing. A unique opportunity between Brian, the Cage Machine,
or the Machine
Tejano,
Cage,
the Mac, and Son of Havoc. Can we theorize? God damn it, this goddamn fly. What is this unique opportunity going to be?
Who the hell knows? Like I have zero clue. Like I can't even assume what the hell it's going to be. They're going to win this match and they're going to end up being like his janitor.
That's the unique opportunity.
It's going to be something dumb. But I don't know. I'm excited nonetheless. I don't care what happens. I'm excited.
You are, I can see.
Yeah, I got a boner. I'm off track here. What else did we get this week? We got what was the other match we got this week?
Johnny
we got
Mundo
Johnny
versus
Mundo versus
Phoenix.
Phoenix. Hell of a match.
Really good.
And then we got, what was our opener match? We had one more opener match that was really damn good. Do you have our match card for
I
this
have it.
week?
I'm pulling it up.
I'm on match.
It was Corno Mil Muertes.
There was one more before that, wasn't
No, that was it.
Okay, so that was it.
There was 3 matches that were all really good.
That was it. So do you have a rundown of the matches we have for Ultima Lucha? Ultima Lucha
We've kind of gone through them a little bit, but I'll do it again. So we have the Gift of the God elimination match between Sexy Star, Daga, Sinistro de la Muerte, Marty the Moth, Mariposa, Killshot, and a competitor to be named question marks.
Who do you think that's going to be?
Vacant showing up in this one. Alberto. No, I don't know. Pentagon. Oh, sorry, this is out of order. So then we have Drago Phoenix.
Oh wait.
Aerostar.
Which match was that? The King of the Gift of the Gods?
Yeah.
Oh, that's the we saw who it was, wasn't it?
Oh yeah, the Panther guy.
The Black Talon or Claw or whatever his name was.
the
Dark
Panther.
Claw, Night Claw.
Then we have a trio championship match between Drago, Phoenix, Aerostar taking on the champions PJ Black, Johnny Mundo, and Jack Evans. We have the unique opportunity match, which we just talked about. We have a death match between King Corno and Mil Muertes. We had the Prince versus the King, Prince Puma versus Rey Mysterio Jr. We have the debuting Black Lotus taking on El Dragon Azteca Jr. Taya versus Ivelisse, as we announced, for the perfect... Oh, it's a perfect woman versus the baddest bitch. And then our main event being Pentagon Jr. or Pentagon versus the monster Matanza Cueto for the Lucha Underground Championship. By God, what a card. Like, seriously. It was really good.
It's on my
I
head.
got really tired.
It's on my head.
Flies are disgusting. So I had this, we were eating, my wife and I were eating at a restaurant. It was a fast food place. And common arousal problem is like flies are everywhere. It's
any little bit of humidity.
insane. I hate it because, they're everywhere. And I was asking her, what purpose do flies have?
Yeah.
What's like every creature in nature almost serves a purpose in nature.
There's something for the ecosystem.
There's something there. Like, what would happen if we took all the flies out of the world? I know this isn't a question for the podcast, wrestling.
And what
podcast.
was your answer?
No, I was asking this question. I want to know why. Because I don't know.
I thought you looked it up or something.
I was like, do they eat like the dead skin off of animals and keep
Off
them
of your
clean?
face.
Like, what's the benefit to flies? What's the benefit to mosquitoes? What's the benefit to life? What's the benefit to the Smart Marks podcast? To our listeners, to the ones that still stick around and listen to our banter and
I'm actually looking at
put
it.
up with our crap. Oh my god. But I'm glad this flies made an appearance.
Someone asked,
No flies
besides
in
carrying
mouth.
diseases, what purpose do these serve? Flies that bite are especially harmful because they can
Go into
transmit
the
disease,
microphone.
whatever. Oh god,
I want
it's
this to be,
it's super crazy
I want this to be
long.
loud and clear.
And they didn't even really answer the question, so the world may never know.
Typical scientist
We'll let you
move.
know off of the podcast.
Typical scientist.
So, Impact.
Oh, it was good.
I enjoyed Impact this week. I enjoyed how terrible Matt Hardy is.
Terrible
And that's what makes him good.
or amazing?
That's what makes him amazing. So we're getting a match between Matt and Jeff Hardy next week.
Damn fly.
In North
Welcome to the
Carolina.
show. Priscilla, come over here and kill this fly. You're the king. You're the king, not the queen. You're the king at killing flies. So where are you?
Oh, I have his comic books. Don't want to kill him with the comic
No,
book?
don't do it.
Kill him with Kylo Ren.
Do it with something you... No, this is all cool in here.
Anyways,
How cool would it be if you, killed him with the belt? It'd be pretty awesome.
is this going to happen?
No,
No,
because everything's gonna go flying.
So, they're going
That's what I get for using Garnier Fructis.
They're going to have a
No,
match,
no.
not on Impact. Or it's on Impact, but not in the Impact arena. Impact
Because
Zone.
it is not worthy for the people in the Impact
How
Zone.
amazing is it that Matt Hardy.
Brother Nero.
How amazing is it that he doesn't refer to it as a wheelchair, but a chair with wheels?
This chair with wheels.
I'm fucking losing.
You confine me to this chair with wheels.
It's so amazing, isn't it?
I will delete you.
Yes.
That's the best part of it all. It's like, so. It's just there's not very many ways you can say like I will defeat you.
I will end you. I will destroy you.
I will eat you. End you, eat you.
Whoa.
Bray Wyatt. But I will delete you. I love that. Like it's just like I'm gonna start using that.
Yeah.
I will delete you.
That was pretty damn cool. Like I'd never heard that before.
Yeah, and then Rabbi's doing a great job of doing what she's doing. I mean,
I love that she's blaming Jeff for it. Like he hangs him on and Jeff takes the match. She's like, "Are you shitting me, Jeff? Like,
this is your fault,
why can't you just say no to him?"
Yeah. Why are you still fighting him? Why are you agreeing to all this? Just say no.
It's so good. Like I love this story. Like it started rocky. That first video, like. You gotta kind of think that they knew what they were doing with how terrible that video
That's what I said from the get-go.
Yeah.
That's what I said. They absolutely knew exactly what they put out. And they
It
knew
drew so much attention.
because they tried to do it seriously. If they tried to do it seriously, nobody would have fun with it.
Yeah.
If Hardy, I mean, I like the fact that Matt Hardy in this fact, is completely like insane.
Yeah.
And that's the point.
I love his entrance music now.
It's just a piano.
Is it what he was playing on the piano?
Yeah. Messing up on.
Yeah.
I love the fact that that's what it is that literally Jeff Hardy knocked a few screws loose in Matt Hardy. And that Jeff Hardy is just so over it. Like, I love you. He goes, I love you, but right now I can't stand your ass.
Yeah.
Like, I think it's great. Like, there's, like, I think it's a great storyline. I honestly do. And I applaud what they're doing because they're doing a good job. I'm enjoying it. I tweeted out yesterday that under the Smart Marks Twitter and saying that it was the best thing on TV right now, if not ever.
And Matt Hardy replied.
And he liked it yesterday, sat on it, and retweeted it today, which I thought was really cool.
He had to think about it.
He thought about it. And he was like, I don't know if this guy
that deserves a retweet
or whatever. But I love that. I thought he was doing a great job. I honestly think TNA is hitting it out of the park on this one. And this is they're letting their guys do what they can do to bring viewers in. And it's like, what haven't we done? We haven't done something as crazy as this.
Right.
Why not? Let's gamble.
So I missed the main event of Impact. That's the one thing I didn't get watched.
Oh, the triple threat?
Who won?
Bobby Lashley, obviously.
Son of a bitch.
He's not dropping that title like on the knee.
So we're gonna get Destination X. We're gonna get Bobby Lashley and somehow
possibly Mike Bennett.
Mike Bennett.
Possible.
I hope Mike Bennett takes that belt. Like I'm loving Mike Bennett as X Division champion right now. It's so good. Like does Mike Bennett at times remind you of CM Punk on the mic?
Yeah.
Like he is at that level of trolling. Like he is so good at like pissing people off.
He gets a little lost, but
I like him on the mic a lot.
Yeah.
And when he does get lost, he finds his way right back and he closes it all up. I like Mike Bennett a lot on the mic.
Mm-hmm.
We got a really good knockouts match.
Yeah. With Cien and Gil Kim.
Yeah, that was a hell of a match. A lot of interference, but a hell of a match. So I will tell you the one thing I could find on Impact that I didn't like, and it's something stupid, but I do not like William Corgan, as he was referred to at one point.
Now he's a heel, I guess.
I don't.
No, the constant references to the songs.
Yeah, like he's all, we're gonna set a match tonight.
But no, it's only because EC3 was egging him on.
Yeah.
That's the only reason why he said it. And I was just like, to the point where EC3 was like, he's giving this crowd gold. Like, come on, laugh. Laugh with me in the crowd. It's flying way over here. They're here, and the references are way over here.
Yeah.
Obviously not knowing.
EC3 was really great on the mic.
He was doing a good
job. I love where
he
challenged his
He didn't respond
integrity.
to my message, but I think he agrees with me.
What was your message?
Just saying that Impact, what he was saying just flew over the heads of all the Impact crowd. Like, you're giving him gold.
Well, he can't because he's face now. It's going to make him heel to bash them. So
I'll bash them. God sucks.
I did like, I don't even remember what he said, but he said something under his breath.
I think you completely missed?
Hardy.
With the Jeff Hardy, Matt Hardy, was just the simple fact that Jeff Hardy is like, we'll just get Rabbi a broom. Harry Potter lands like right down the street.
Yeah. He's like, fly away!
Fly away,
out of here, witch! And he just kept egging her on. It was so terrible and good.
No, it was good. All of it's gold. All of it's so good.
So I guess is Bram joining up, being forced to join up with Decay?
He denied Decay's or
I saw Rosemary pushing him and egging him on.
And
he's dying.
And he got his ass beat for denying.
I didn't catch that.
Fighting. This is the best show ever.
Just let him land.
You know, if we weren't live,
we're about to wrap it up anyway.
If we weren't live, I think we would pause the show,
kill it,
murder the fly.
Yep, and that would happen.
But the simple fact that the show must go on.
Show must go on.
The show must go on. So no, really good Impact this week. I highly enjoyed it. Everything that I watched was good. I think as far as my favorite show of the week, gotta go with Lucha Underground.
Lucha's consistent. Like I don't even know if it's fair to pick Lucha Underground anymore.
I know it's like grading the on the bell curve.
Yeah, right.
You know, it's like they keep.
Impact was pretty good. I really enjoyed Impact.
Keep hitting those A+.
Impact was probably my number 2 this week.
We didn't get with SmackDown watched, but I just got to show while we did the show.
While we're doing this, yeah.
But
which that changes in a couple weeks.
Yeah, it's gonna be interesting. We're gonna have to figure something out here.
I told you I'm gonna start taking a day off in the middle of the week just to catch up on wrestling.
Yeah, we'll figure something out for you guys. I'm pointing at the camera. Sorry. So yeah. Did we get any questions? We didn't get any questions. We just got tweets.
Yeah, we just got tweets about Ashley Lynn.
Ashley Lynn. That. Let's talk about that some more. Just kidding. No Dirt Sheet News.
There's a vague.
I shouldn't call it that. That's not ours.
No news. We're gonna get sued now that they're on television.
I don't think they call it that anymore.
Rumored matches for Battleground revealed. Some of these will probably be no-brainers. But Kevin Owens versus Sami Zayn got official. Was that officially made?
Officially made.
Yep, so they accepted that. And that segment with Jericho was great.
Yeah.
That was one of the highlights of the show.
I'm sure there's some things we're missing from the show, but... how disappointed were you that Kane showed up?
I wasn't. I expected it.
For the Continental Championship.
I expected it. I thought it was funny. I expected it. It was too typical.
I didn't like it. The Ron Demon came out at that moment.
Rematch between AJ Styles and John Cena is obvious. Rusev is clearly going to be defending against Titus O'Neil.
Would you be more or less... Because obviously, I guess they're setting this up for a three-match storyline.
Yep.
Where obviously the rubber match is going to take place at SummerSlam.
Mm-hmm.
Cena's going to win at Battleground and probably win again at SummerSlam. But how much would you more or less have like a Team Cena match versus the club at Battleground? I feel like that would probably be a little bit smarter, I think, to do.
So did you see the picture that Finn Balor tweeted out?
Yeah, he tweeted the whole picture of...
There's a fan picture. If it's...
Probably not. Just tap on it, actually. Tap on... No, like hold it up and then tap on it. I'm not going to do it. So there's
it's a fan drawing.
Artist drawing.
Finn Balor with the club standing over AJ Styles, pointing little guns at him. Well, they didn't come up. Because it's white.
Wasn't it reverse? Like it was AJ that did that to...
Yeah, and that's why they're like alluding to it, because AJ's the one who...
Kicked Finn out.
So I hope WWE, like when they decide to pull Finn up with this... Like, I hope that they reference
guys,
what happened.
We're so sorry, but we totally forgot about Best in the World. And
oh, yeah. Holy shit. Stuff happened there.
I'm going to run down the results real quick.
You do that.
And then we'll wrap up the show. But, yeah, so Best of the World happened this past weekend. We didn't do, what do we call it? Predictions? Because we, honestly... Last week would have been the first show we would have done without having to do predictions, but in honesty, we totally forgot, and it would have been another prediction show. So maybe it's okay that we didn't, you know what I mean, do predictions. But I'll still read them down for you. Let's see.
Oh, Hideo Itami was in a match tagging alongside TM61.
Oh, against
Samoa Joe and someone else, I guess.
That's a good way to bring him back. You know?
Wow.
To not have him lose right away to Samoa Joe.
I'm trying to see if I can get it was oh wow, so it was a couple awesome that he gets a shot. So it was Hideo Itami and TM61 versus Samoa Joe, Wesley Blake, and Tino Sabatelli, who's been in NXT for a while. and has been struggling to get over and get up on the main roster for NXT. Like, so that's really cool. Like, if you've got guys that watch Breaking Ground at all, Tino Sabatelli has been there working his ass off.
Oh, yeah, that's right.
So Tino Sabatelli was in a match with Samoa Joe and Wesley Blake. That is really good for him, man. And kudos, definitely. That's a big match to be a part of.
And Wesley Blake. All right, got the results. Kyle O'Reilly defeated Kamitachi, singles match. ACH defeated Silas Young. Mark Briscoe defeated Roderick Strong in what was Roderick Strong's last event in Ring of Honor. So Roderick Strong is a free agent. Don't know who he's signed with. Could be anybody because he hasn't said anything at all. Bullet Club, being Adam Cole, Matt, and Nick Jackson, defeated Moose and War Machine. The Addiction defended their Ring of Honor Tag Team Championships against the Motor City Machine Guns. BJ Whitmer defeated Steve Corino in a fight without honor. If you guys don't know what that is, that's pretty much just a street fight. And Bobby Fish defeated Dalton Castle to retain his Ring of Honor World Television Championship. And Jay Lethal with Taylor Hendricks defeated Jay Briscoe to retain his Ring of Honor World Championship. So no titles exchanged hands on this past show. Best in the World is constantly a great pay-per-view to watch. And if you guys get a chance to watch the replay, watch it.
Talk about the Aftermath the night before.
Sure. It was pretty good. Oh, do I?
Or the night after, I should say.
Aftermath? I don't have.
Anyways, just the major event that happened. What happened to Jay Lethal?
Jay Lethal got his head shaved by the Bullet Club.
The Bullet Club.
So that was pretty cool. That was not too shabby.
He looks kind of weird with no hair in the middle and his cornrows on the side.
Well, he was kind of going bald.
He was.
Let's be a little honest. And some of the promo pictures they were using Jay Lethal was like, I think this was back when he was in TNA.
Yeah. Yeah, right?
He didn't have very many cornrows on the top.
There was.
I'm pretty sure I would have the same amount of cornrows as he did.
Yeah, exactly. Shit, I wouldn't have any.
Just throwing it out there. Sorry, Jay. But yeah, so no, watch Ring of Honor is really good. And on that note, guys, remember you can send us your questions and comments by following us on Twitter at @smart_marks. You're more than welcome to follow me and Jeremy as well. You can follow Jeremy at JVader82. You can follow The Fly at Fly-83. Just kidding, you can't do it.
We should make one for The Fly.
Twitter. Follow me, Mateo83. Search for the Smart Marks fan page and like it on Facebook. There you can interact with us and other fans of the show. Show us your favorite memes, send us questions, go crazy. Also look for us on Tumblr and Instagram. If you don't use any above and avoid social media altogether, you can still email us your questions too. smartmarksquestions@gmail.com. Again, that email smartmarksquestions@gmail.com. Oh, hey, you're watching us on YouTube. Follow, subscribe, like the video, thumbs up it, guys. Thanks for all the follows. Remember to stream, download, rate the show, and watch the show via iTunes, Stitcher, Podcast Garden, Google Play Music, and YouTube. Thanks for tuning in. Download the Peeps. Once again, I am Matt. He is Jeremy, and we'll catch you guys next time on the Smart Marks. Peace out. Deuces. 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 You need to stop the live stream.
No, leave it on. Let them watch
still
this
streaming. Gonna save all this info.